Hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. In this video series, we are learning the Java programming language with practical demonstration. In the previous video, we learned about the final keyword and variable shadowing. You can watch previous video by clicking the link that is given in the card. Now in this lecture, we will discuss about the abstract class practically. So abstract class is a very powerful concept of the object-oriented programming. So without wasting time, let's get started. First of all, we will discuss the basic things about the abstract class. Like the abstract method and abstract class should be declared using the keyword abstract. So if you want to create a class and a method as an abstract, there is a keyword in the Java name as abstract. So abstract method and abstract class should be declared using the keyword abstract. So if you want to create a class as abstract, the abstract keyword will be used, and if you want to create a method as an abstract, then the keyword that is used is abstract. We cannot create object to abstract class because it is having incomplete code. Please see over here my friends. We cannot create an object of the abstract class. If we have created a class with abstract keyword, it means if we create an abstract class, then we cannot create an object of the abstract class because it is having an incomplete code. Because a abstract keyword, that when we have an abstract class that has method as abstract and a non-abstract method also. That point we will discuss in the practical. If you have created an abstract class, you cannot create an object of the abstract class because it is having an incomplete code. The abstract class may have abstract and non-abstract method also. So if you want to create an object of the abstract class, that is not possible in the Java. You have to inherit the abstract class into the another class because it is having incomplete code. That's why we cannot create an object of the abstract class. Next point, whenever an abstract class is created, a subclass should be created to it. It means if you have created an abstract class, it's a need to create a subclass that is extending into the abstract class. So whenever an abstract class is created, a subclass should be created to it. That abstract class need to be inherit into the particular subclass. So your abstract class can be your parent class, and that abstract parent class you need to be inherit into the subclass. That is why I have written over here is whenever an abstract class is created, a subclass should be created to it. Whenever you create an abstract class, it need a subclass to be extends, and the abstract method should be implemented in the subclass. So if you create an abstract class, it will have an abstract method and non-abstract method also. If you have created an abstract method in the abstract class, it should be implemented in the subclass, because in the abstract class there will be only the declaration. Then we can create an object of the subclass. That is what I am telling you, my friends. If you created an abstract class, you have to inherit the particular abstract class into the subclass, and then you can create an object of the subclass. By using the object of the subclass, you can call a method of the abstract class. An abstract class may contain abstract or non-abstract method. This is also a very important point. An abstract class may contain abstract or non-abstract method both. This question may be asked into your interview for the Java. An abstract class, it may contains abstract or non-abstract method. So abstract class having it can have abstract method and non-abstract method also. Abstract class contains instance variable and concrete method in addition to abstract method. You can create a instance variable in the abstract class, and you can create a concrete method also into the abstract class. So for whenever you have inherit the particular abstract class into the subclass, at that time you need to be define that method you have declared in the abstract class. It is not possible to create objects to abstract class, but we can create a reference of the abstract class type. That is also a very important point. That is what we have discussed in the previous lines also. You cannot create an object of the abstract class, but the point is that you can create a reference of the abstract class type. That is what I will give you the demonstration for the how to create a reference of the abstract class in our practical session. So stay tuned in this video. I will give you the practical demonstration for the abstract class. But before that, let's discuss some main points about the abstract class. So it is not possible to create an object of the abstract class, but you can create a reference of the abstract class. Next point is, all the abstract method of the abstract class should be implemented in its subclass. Like if you have created an abstract class, so abstract class may have abstract method and non-abstract method also, right? So if an abstract class has an abstract method, then this abstract method should be implemented in its subclass. That is what we have discussed before, that if you created an abstract class, you have to inherit into the particular class. Whenever you are going to inherit the abstract class, at that time the abstract class has the abstract method, and that abstract method you should be implemented in its subclass. That child class have to be implement the abstract method of the abstract class. That is what the main point of the abstract is. If any method is not implemented, then that subclass should be declared as abstract. Like this you can do like that also. If you do not want to implement the abstract method into the subclass, at that time you need to declare the subclass as an abstract class. I hope you are getting the point very well. If you have a method as an abstract method, that abstract method are written into the abstract class, right? So now you have to inherit the abstract class into the child class. So whenever you are extending into the child class, you have to implement the method. But if you do not want to implement the method in the subclass, at that time you need to be declared your subclass as an abstract class. Next point. Abstract class reference can be used to refer to the object of its subclass. So if you have created a reference of the abstract class, that reference is used to refer to the object of its subclass. So that subclass, that child class, can be referred by the reference of that abstract class. You can refer the object of this subclass. Abstract class reference cannot refer to the individual method of subclass. So if you have created a reference of the abstract class, it cannot refer to the individual method of the child class. You can say a subclass. A class cannot be both abstract and final. That is what very important point is. If you have created a class, then it cannot be abstract and final both. Either the class can be abstract, either the class or the class can be final. But a class cannot be both abstract and final. It is not possible to create a class as a abstract and final in the Java. So let's start the practical of the abstract class. Here I will give you the demonstration of the abstract class practically. Okay. So here I am creating a class. Say for example, class name is RBI. Okay. Okay. I am creating another class. Say for example, the class is Axis. Okay. And then I am creating another class. Say for example, SBI. So there are three classes I have declared. I am creating a main class over here, class abstract demo 1. Okay, I am copying the class name, and now I am saving the file in the Java folder. I will save abstract demo 1.java, and I am writing public static void main over here. So now we have a total three class. For example, RBI, Axis, and SBI. So these all the three class are non-abstract now. I am just going to compile the file first. Say for example, I will go in the Java folder, cd Java, and I will compile the file using Java C abstract demo1.java. Okay, it is compiled successfully. Now I am running the file java abstract demo1. Okay, enter. So file is compiled and run successfully now. So let's start the concept of the abstract class with practical demonstration. Here in the RBI class, I will creating a class as an abstract. So RBI is an abstract class. That is what we have discussed. An abstract class may contain non-abstract and an abstract method also. So I am just removing that class. First of all, I will create a method over here, void display, say for example, and I will write system.out.println, say for example, simple class. It is a simple class, right? First of all, I will call the method using the object RBI equal to new RBI. I need to create an object over here, RBI R equal to new RBI, and I can call a method display using that object. Now I am compiling the file and running the file. As an output we have a simple class. Okay, so that is what we have discussed in the previous programs also. Now I am going to introduce the concept of the abstract class. So that class I am creating an abstract class now. So now I am saving the file. First of all, let me just check whether the object of the abstract class can be make or not. Say for example, say over I am compiling the file. RBI is an abstract. RBI is an abstract cannot be instantiated. It means that we cannot create an object of the abstract class. That was our first point when we discussed in the theory, right? So if you create an abstract class, you cannot create an object of the abstract class. Okay, now here what I am doing is I am commenting the line number 14 and line number 15. So now that class, it should be extended. So I am just compiling the file again, compile successfully, because we do not have created the object of the abstract class in our code. That is why it is compiling now, because we do not have created an object of the abstract class in our code. Okay, so that is what I have done over here. Is now running the file, it is run successfully because we do not have created the object of the abstract class in our code. Okay, so here I am creating an abstract method in the abstract class. For example, abstract a float get rate. Get rate is a method that we have created an abstract. An abstract method do not have body. Keep this point in your mind. Abstract method do not have body. Here we have just declaring the method, right? So I have compiled the file and run the file successfully because we do not have created an object of the abstract class yet. So now what I am doing is I am just trying to create an object of the abstract class. Abstract class and has a no abstract method and a non-abstract method also. Say for example, in the RBI class, it is an abstract class. Now I am, and that class have a method display as a non-abstract method and a method get rate as an abstract method. So RBI is abstract, cannot be instantiated. That is what the point is. You cannot create an object of the abstract class. That is what I have given the proof, that you cannot create an object of the abstract class. So that abstract class has two methods, abstract method and a non-abstract method. So that by using a new keyword, and you are calling a constructor of RBI, but RBI is an abstract class, so that you cannot call a constructor of the abstract class, and by that you cannot create an object of the abstract class. That is what the main concept, why you cannot create an object of the abstract class. So that abstract class need to be extended into the child class. I am extending that RBI into the axis and the SBI also. So axis extends RBI and SBI extends RBI. So now that abstract class is a parent class, X is a class and a SBI class. Now I can call a constructor of the child class over here, and R is a reference over here. That is what I have told you before, that void display method. I am copying that, and you can have a void display method over here also, because it is extending the RBI. So that display method you can call to the by the referencing of the RBI. Say for example, compiling the file, I am getting two error. Axis is not abstract and does not override abstract method getRet. Okay, so that abstract class is inherited by axis, and at that time you need to be override the abstract method of the abstract class. If you are extending the abstract class into its child class, at that time you need to override a method of the abstract class. In the our example, the RBI is an abstract class and have the getRet method as an abstract. So getRet method is abstract method. You need to override whenever you extends the abstract class. So here I need to override, say for example, float getRet, and now I am giving the body of the method. It is returning the value, say for example 8.9. So that process can be anything, but the main point is you have to override the abstract method in the child class. So here also I will override the method, say for example return 7.6. So now we have created one abstract class. That abstract class is extends into the axis class and the SBI class. And when you are going to create an object of the RBI, it is not possible, but you can create a reference. Say for example, I am compiling the file, incompatible type, possible lossy conversion from double to float. Okay, so that is a float value. I need to provide F over there, because that is returning a float value. Or I can say I can change the float to double also, because the value that we are returning 8.9 is a double value, so I need to be write double over here. Now saving the file, compiling the file, compile successfully. Now that is, we have created a reference of the RBI by pointing to the axis. As you can see in the line number 19, I have written RBI R equal to new axis. So R is a reference of the RBI, it is pointing to the axis. So the simple class is all can be displayed in the output, because that display method is a non-abstract method, and non-abstract method is by default available into the child class whenever you are extending to the parent class. So that display method is available into the axis class and SBI class also, because it is a non-abstract method. And here we are pointing to the axis class. Now I am going to write R equal to new SBI. So now I am pointing to the SBI class. My reference pointing into the to the SBI class now. Okay, I hope you are getting the point. It is very important and interesting point of the object oriented programming. So that R is a reference, it is pointing to the SBI now. The reference is of RBI is pointing to the SBI class now. I will write R dot display over here. So now it is pointing to the SBI class, compiling the file, running the file. We got a simple class is a 2 time, because that display method that we have written into the RBI, it is available into the axis and SBI. Now I will change to the I will create a method, abstract method, say for example get name. So here I have just declaring the method name as a get name, and that get name method is also an abstract method. So now whenever I am going to compile the file, it will be give me an error that get name should be override. See over here, axis is not abstract and does not override abstract method get name. So if you do not want to override that get name method, make the axis as an abstract. And if you do not want to make axis as an abstract, you need to override the method abstract string get name. So string get name I am writing over here. I am giving the body part of the method now. It is called definition of the method. Say for example, now it is writing system.out.println. Say for example, I will write over here Axis Bank. Okay, and name of the, say for example, Axis Bank. Now I am copying the code and paste it over here. I am copying this line of code over here, copy and paste it over here. So that is returned, that will return SBI Bank. Say for example, name of the bank is SBI. Okay, So now you can, as you can see in the code, you have created a reference of the RBI and it is pointing to the axis over here. You can call a method r dot get name, say for example, okay? So I am saving the file, compiling the file. Okay, missing return statement. Okay. So I need to return the value from this method. Okay. So I need to write return. I need to return a string value. Say for example, name colon. It is an Axis Bank. Okay. So it is just returning the value. So the here I am copying this line of code over here and copy this line and paste it over here. The name of the bank is now SBI. So I will write over here system.out.println, and in that println I will call r.getName. So the getName method will return the string value, and then we have printed that string value into the console. So that is why that is how we can getting the output. Compile successfully. Now I am running the file. You can say simple class name Axis Bank and simple class, because we do not have call a get name for the SBI, right? We do not have called a get name for the SBI. Now I am writing over here, copying the code, paste it over here, and I will call a method. Say for example r.getName, but now it is pointing to the SBI. So I am compiling the file, running the file. So can you guess the output, my friends? Because it is very interesting for guessing the output, right? If you guess the output, then just write the output as per your opinion into the book, and then we will compare your output with the program output. So now, as you can say, the reference of RBI is pointing to the axis, and then we have called a display method and a get name method. Then we change the pointing value, that the R is a reference variable of RBI, and now on the line number 29 it is now pointing into the SBI. So and then we have called a display method and a get name method. So what will be the output of this program? So I am just change over here. It is an abstract class and a non-abstract method. Saving the file. I am compiling the file again. Compile successfully. I am going to run the file. Okay. Now you can say in the output, abstract class, non-abstract method, name Axis Bank, abstract class, non-abstract method, name is SBI Bank. So that reference of the RBI class, it is pointing to the child class, first of all Axis class, and then as an SBI class. So there is also, my main point is also, it is also called a runtime polymorphism, and also you can say a dynamic method dispatch. This is also called a dynamic method dispatch. So that's all from my side in this video. In the next video, we will learn about interface practically. An interface is also very most important concept for the object-oriented programming. So stay tuned in my channel, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.